So this is kind of messed up, right? But at least Japanese gamers have a chance, unlike the people over here, unlike everybody else around the world, whether it's Australia, the UK, Canada. We had no chance of acquiring the 30th anniversary PlayStation 5. But people in Japan, they don't even have to have a huge amount of hours. It's invitation only. That's the way it works. Sony fights scalpers in Japan by demanding PlayStation 5 and PS4 playtime. But what they should have done is this is how Sony should have done it. Okay? Implement this in Japan first. Like let it release in Japan first because Japan is a much smaller market comparing to the United States as well as Canada. The United States is a huge market for gaming. We love video games here in the States. Good video games, not the trash they put out like Concord. But anyway, pre-orders are going to be inevitable. Pre-orders for the limited edition 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro are being flogged for a huge markup on auction sites like eBay, which I told you to avoid those like a plague or a 10-foot pole and report those because eBay only gives you a certain amount to file a claim. And I think um, PayPal does the same thing. I think it's about 45 days. So if you're one of those people that pre-order this from somebody that doesn't even have the console or for your chance to attempt to get it for you, you're SOL. So Sony is fighting back by requiring 30 hours of PlayStation 5 and PS4 playtime since 14th February 2024. If you haven't logged that amount of time on your account, then you won't be eligible to complete the transaction. Well, it's a fairly low bar, I would say. I think it should be at least 1,000 hours. It will prevent scalpers from creating new PSN accounts to purchase the platform. If it's successful, we could potentially see a similar system rolled out in future high demand products in the West. They should have done this in the first place. Hopefully, Sony will restock at least just the regular PlayStation 5 30th anniversary digital edition because there's no certain amount that they need to sell. These are not marked at like 12,300 around the world that's going to be sold. There's no really set number for that. So they should just do this for the States or have some sort of lottery system. I know they have a lot of those in Japan, especially for like high profile vehicles like the Type R or just other similar vehicles that are very high in demand. They would have like a lottery system where people that win have a chance to buy the product. They should have done the same thing here. Just get everybody that were interested and just send out 12,300 invitations and give them about, I don't know, 24 hours to make that purchase. But this is definitely a missed opportunity for Sony to at least address the issues with scalpers and having the site issues. It was just a clusterfuck. And Japanese players have generally been receptive to the idea, although some believe more could be done. Still, this is superior to the process in UK, United States, where players joined a virtual queue and simply had to pray for they got access to PlayStation Direct quick enough to pull the trigger. As we alluded to earlier, some profiteers have already been flogging their 30th anniversary PS5 pre-orders for up to $10,000. Insane. Although disgruntled fans have been fighting back by reporting the auctions to eBay. Hey, good job, guys. So definitely Sony could have done a better job doing this whole ordeal. They could have came up with something similar in the States or Canada, Australia, UK. Those are, big markets, but like I said, the United States is a huge market. There's over 5 million fans here in the States, if not higher, that would have loved to get their hands on the 30th anniversary PlayStation 5 Pro. There's probably never going to be a perfect solution to this problem, but ensuring pre-orders are purchased by actual fans makes sense. Japan seems to be on the right path by mandating 30 hours of playtime, so we are hopeful to see the approach eventually applied overseas. I think the approach should have been done in a smaller market so they can see how it is or how it fares. And then once they, show it successful enough, then they should bring it over here to bigger markets like the UK, Australia, the Canada, and everywhere else that the PlayStation 5 is releasing. So it was a shit day. It was fucked up. Yeah. But I didn't come out of the whole thing without anything. I got me PlayStation 5 30th anniversary controllers. I got me a few of them. Probably gonna sell the other 2 or 3 to other people and then just keep one for myself in a box somewhere. Probably resell it to selling my son one of them or giving it to him. Wink, wink. Just kidding. He's gonna pay for it. He got the money. Sell it to him at cost. So if he wants it, if not, then I'm just gonna sell it to one of my friends or something. But anyway, you guys let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are about this. Should Sony have implemented similar measures in these other bigger markets? I think they should have. Otherwise, I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter which way they went. People were going to get fucked or they were going to get pissed off regardless of the situation. They should have just made like at least, I don't know, 100,000, 500,000. Who cares? But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let me know in the comments below. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.